This video is going to be covering my thoughts on the champion and to show off some of the combos he can do and how he might be able to utilize them in team fights and how to initiate and kite around peel all the little nifty parts of the champion. I'll be showing off some combos to try to figure out and see what's optimal and how to use them best, and hopefully to try to teach you something too. I'll be starting off with the sniper rifle weapon and then be going down the line as the order goes. So it'll be going the sniper rifle, the pistol, the grav cannon, the flamethrower, and the Chakram. Alright, to start things off, basically the first combo that you could potentially do when you first start the game, you start with these two weapons. And the first one is obviously in lane, you can poke people down, let's say with this weapon. You can snipe them from a long range at marks, and then you can auto attack them from anywhere in the game, as long as they're continuously marked. And you can use that with any weapon. So let's say I can swap to my secondary, and I'll shoot them and use like the active of this. Then the next one that you could potentially do is, let's say you're using this to lifesteal up, you're trying to get the shield with it. You could go in for a trade and then back away so that you stop getting harassed or poked down by the supporter person. And because they're marked, they're marked because your offhand is this weapon. So you can, right? I'll demonstrate that again. Hit them a whole bunch, you start kiting away with it. They're going back to CSing, and because they're still marked, you can follow up the long range auto attack. Okay, so for the next one I'm going to show off, it's going to be with the sniper rifle and the black hole cannon. Basically what the black hole cannon does is it marks people, it slows them, and then for as long as that they're marked, you can reactivate your Q, which roots them. So because of that, I think that this is like one of the strongest combos and engage tools that this character has. So you can mark them from the long range, and because you can auto attack them anywhere while they're marked, you can get the slow going, and then right before it wears off, you can root them. So I think this will be extremely strong for when you're trying to set up for ganks, or for like engages around objectives. But this could even go like a step further if you have Runaan's Hurricane. And because the Runaan's Hurricane applies like your on-hit effects, you can mark them from far away, and then if they're all clumped up like that, you can potentially hit 3 people and get a 3-man root with that, which is like could be a game-changing like combo. Now this next combo I don't think has too much potential really. So basically, yeah, it's basically the same as all the others. Hit them with the mark and you get the long range shot. But with this gun, it has like a backwards thing. But it could potentially be good for trying to get like damage before the fight starts, but I don't think it'll be like a key combo. I could be completely wrong though, but we'll see how it plays out. And then again for the same thing, I don't think this combo has a lot of potential if you're using this as your main weapon. Right, so you just get the mark, and then you swap to the other one, you get the long range hit, and it does give you a stack of your thingy. So that could be potentially nice. So let's say you're walking it for an engage, you mark them early to grab one of the extra shurikens to deal bonus damage. But overall, I don't think so. This will be a very important combo. I will be covering how the turret works with this later, which is very good, but just for the sake of demonstration. So now we've reached the pistol. This one has some interesting combos, but I don't think that it'll be particularly like important to chain things together. This one's more for sustain, lifesteal, and if you have the blade one, potentially like very good dueling. So with this combo right here, you walk around them, you hit your Q, you swap for the root, and then you go back in for the trade again. There's not really much to this one, at least that I see. You could potentially hit him with the root first, and then go in, swap, and then hit him with the combo. And this could be good because it does apply a continuous slow, so I guess it'll be good for chasing. Now for this next one, I think this will be an extremely good combo for wave clearing. Because this gun has like the AoE as I showed earlier. So you just hit Q, and then you get the constant back blow. And potentially, I wonder if this works with Runaan's. It looks like it doesn't, but you could also you could get some collateral damage going right there. And then the 3 hits is just from the Runaan's, which just has a cool particle effect. Now for this next combo, it could be potentially good, but you have to be relatively close range to do it properly. So we have the black hole cannon and the flamethrower. Now the black hole cannon alone I don't think is a very good weapon to use while dueling, only chasing. But when we throw this in the mix, we can hit multiple people with the black hole, because when you use the flamethrower part, the ability, it uses your offhand weapon and applies the on-hit effects. So right, you could hit all 4 people, and it gives you that big mark. You get the 4-man mark. But I don't think that'll be too optimal, because you could essentially do the same thing just by auto-attacking with the black hole cannon if you're close enough to get the Rune Ants effect. Then you get 3 anyways. Now this next combo I think is going to be an extremely good one for kiting. So let's say you're fighting, so you need black hole cannon and the Chakram. So let's say you think you're about to get dove, or you're kiting away from a big group of enemies, right? So that they're all coming towards you. We're pathing down this way in this scenario. You throw down the turret, and because it's the black hole cannon, it marks them and gives them a huge slow, which you can then reproc to get the root and continue running and potentially place more turrets. Alright, for the next weapon I'm going to cover, we have this weapon, the like flamethrower like thing where it has the AoE hit that hits them from behind. So right, that's just an example of it. So basically, you can use this a lot like Jinx rockets, especially when you get Rune Ants. So as you can see, right, so you auto attack, and it applies multiple times, like, so it shoots 2, but then you get the 2-man spread as well. So it's going to be dealing out like huge damage late game. Just look at those damage numbers go up. It's gonna be crazy. And now we're on to probably my favorite one, and I think the one that has the most potential, which is the Chakram. And the turret can give you a lot. Not only is the turret an extremely like good tool, but also just the weapon alone will be very good for dueling. So let's say, okay, so for this combo, we're gonna have these 2 weapons. So I'm gonna throw down tower for this. So you're cutting away, you throw down tower, and it marks them a whole bunch. So you get the long range snipe, which is, I think, going to be a very good combo. Now for this next one, it's also going to be extremely good for dueling. So if you need sustain while you're fighting, so you're in here dueling, right? You hit your Q, get more sustain, then you throw down that thing. Then you're getting constant lifesteal hitting from that while also fighting and getting more lifesteal. So I think these 2 together are going to be like kind of annoying to deal with, considering how much lifesteal he's going to get. So yeah, that's basically that's pretty much the basics of it. I do think there's a lot more combos that you can do like in depth, especially with your ulti that I didn't even cover this video. I will be probably exploring that. But yeah, there's going to be a lot more things you can do, especially with, let's say, right, you see that you have 1 ammo, you place down your turret, then you have 3 like different abilities you can use, which I haven't even touched on anyways. Thanks for watching, and peace out.